Laura Davis-Taylor, the VP of Global Retail Strategy for Creative Realities. Some of the hurdles that we're still facing are proving ROI. It's probably the number one. We have the information out there. The problem is that people don't want to disclose their positive results because of competitive reasons. Now the problem is that when someone's looking at doing a digital network, they say, what's going to be my ROI? And we have to look out to other case studies to be able to forecast that. Until we get some really, really good ROI case studies that people can model after, it's going to continue to be a little bit tough. Now, what's encouraging is that there's a lot more technology-based tools that are helping us to get to this. The things like the gaze tracking systems, integrated POS systems, even mobile, and how people are using mobile phones when they're interacting around or with digital signs are helping us to better understand the consumer behavior and how that might translate into sales or attention, media value, whatever it is that the network actually exists to support. I tend to focus on retail, and I do feel that retail is one of our sectors for growth. And the reason is that the digital technologies that are out there for people to shop, to create their own shopping experiences, are just absolutely blowing through the roof. But what they love is to be able to go into a store and have more relevant experiences, to have messages that mean something to them, to be able to be happier with that shopping experience. Digital signage can help do that, and interactive can help do that. All these new flavors of digital signage, even like tablets. Tablets can be digital signage as well, shelf level stuff. Anything we can do to help make that shopping experience more relevant and valuable, to make people happier that actually walked in that store, is going to help. And a lot of the retailers are looking for, hey, what's next? How do I use these tools to engage a shopper, to make my shopper happy, to convert them into sales, and to make sure that we're learning and listening empathetically to them and continuing to push the envelope on their shopping experience. So retail, I do feel, is going to be one of the number ones, because it's been out there waiting. Next couple of years, I think we're going to explode in it. What I'm seeing is that marketers, whether it's an ad agency working on behalf of a marketer or a brand, they're looking at digital signage as one of the absolute tools in their toolkit. Now, we see digital signage as this platform. They see it as an enabler. Digital signage is a way to engage people as they're going about their lives, most particularly out of home and in-store, right? So I think it's going to become an essential tool and something that they're not going to be able to avoid or want to avoid. Because if you're trying to reach people relevantly, what else are you going to use? Static signs, printed signs don't do that. Mobile can do that. Interactive screens can do that. Digital signs can do that. But we've been talking forever about this right message, right place, right time. Well, what else can do that than technology-based tools, right? So as more digital screens become smarter, as we integrate them with POS systems, as we can start to see what people are doing around them and with them on a real-time basis, we're going to fuel the growth for the industry. And by creating these integrated infrastructures, we're going to empower marketers to spend more money in it. We were just in a session, and our client at Coca-Cola was saying, here's the problem. I have my trade funds that support the store over here, and I've got media marketing funds over here that support marketing. Well, this stuff is sort of a hybrid. Where do I pull the funds to support it? When I have measurement, where I can show the impact it has, both to create brand love, but also to create sales, then I have fuel to get more funds for it. So I believe we've got a lot of things starting to come together all at once. Better systems for measuring, better types of interactive, smarter strategy people, and a lot of brands are getting on the bus that's really going to help us be a very, very legitimate force, a very, very legitimate platform that we use to interact with people. Creative Realities is one of the few companies out there that focuses 100% on creating digital experiences in physical spaces. And we've got a very unique set of management team and strategists behind doing that. Retail store designers, interactive people, traditional brand people, theme park designers. But we, for years, have seen this opportunity to bring technology outside of the internet and the browser and to enhance people's lives with it. Well, digital signage, as we're just saying, is a very important tool to do that. And all these emerging technologies that are starting to pop up are very important tools. But we have to remember, it's the experience they provide, not the platform. So for us, we really believe that we have to get inside the shoes of whoever it is we're trying to engage with these tools and understand that no matter what we put out there, they're going to use them at will to create their own story. We can't control how people are going to interact with their brands as much anymore, but we can control what tools are out there, the strategies behind those tools, and make sure that they're going to use them because we're adding value to their life, right? And that's really our job, is to understand what's happening now, what we want to happen, and how to empower that, and how to empower brands as we move into this absolutely crazy unknown future. Our panel was about creating multi-channel digital experiences, and we had Mike Hornigold from Coca-Cola and George Nauman, also on the Digital Signage Advisory Board from Schukerman, and myself. And the focus was really about, we've got a lot of talk and chatter going on about how to create these multi-channel digital experiences, but what are the core foundations to making them work? And it really started a couple key themes, that it's back to people are creating their own brand stories. The path to purchase that retail has been built on is kind of exploded because technology can be completely, they can intercept the entire thing. I can be planning to go get a 2-liter bottle of Coke at Walmart, but I picked up my mobile phone, or I encountered a screen, saw a special, and decided to go to this store instead, and I got a 24-pack because I got a bargain for it. I can encounter a shopping app, whatever it is. We are telling our own stories these days, but people have to understand that we can't fund the creation of these new tools unless we can prove their viability. So what Mike was talking about was, as Coca-Cola, they know that they need to be out there with these tools because it's not about shopper marketing more. Digital shopper marketing is part of shopper marketing. It's part of the shopping path. But until he's got the ROI results to prove it, it's really hard for him to put more and more money into it. So there's this chicken and the egg thing happening. And George Nauman came in, and they're an amazing store design firm, and they were showing how you can't think of digital signage or the other tools as just one thing. They're a part of the overall experience. They're an inherent part of it. They're organic. And I use that word very much in what I was saying too. This is a non-linear, organically created world now. And as Generation Y and more of these kids who they spend up to 10 hours a day using these technologies, they won't shop without this stuff, and they're teaching others how to shop smarter with it. But they're also creating their own brand interpretations, their own brand stories, their own little brand ecosystems, and fueling them with whatever they attach themselves to. So it really comes down to a multi-channel digital experience is one that people create for themselves, but we have to put the right tools out there and make sure we're measuring them for accountability. There's some really exciting things on the show floor. I was really excited about the mobile wayfinding that was out there. There was a lot of people looking at how do I use mobile in these physical spaces. There can be a problem with some of these mobile kind of location-based things because they require a box to be sitting on the site, and that can be expensive. There's one of your vendors out here is letting people do mobile wayfinding in malls and stores and places without having to put a box there. It just works over the internet and they're mobile. It's really cool. I haven't looked at everything yet, but the Christie tiles are absolutely gorgeous. Really fun stuff with Intel and some of the motion-based interactive. There's some new digital, I don't even know if it's a screen, but there's a group from Japan that has little boxes that all conform like Legos to create screens. And they can be walked on, they can be counters and whatnot. So it's fun to see some of these new flavors of screens starting to pop up as well. Hi, I'm Laura Davis Taylor with Creative Realities. I'm at Digital Signage Expo. Where are you?